Hello and welcome to episode 39 of my Crusader Kings II, the Old Gods gameplay. Today we're basically going to continue where we left off with attacking the Eastern Kingdoms and the Eastern Empire here. We'll probably try and take it out rather quickly actually. Preferably before the next 26 years or so. Should probably be a little bit hard, but once they become small, it should be easier to pick off. And well, the only thing that's really slowing down the progress right now is truces. So some of my money will probably go to actually just plain out assassinations, or I could always try and plot to kill these guys, but I honestly don't know how long that would actually take, so I'll just have to deal with these rebels here, and then I will check the truces and get back to you when we can start our next war. Just declared a couple of holy wars, more specifically on the Rasids for Axum here, the Three Province Duchy, and on the Kingdom of Rus for Chud, the remains of what we took from the Duchess. Still, it will probably take a while before I can actually destroy the Kingdom of Greece. In worst case scenario, I'll not be able to destroy it at all, and right now that seems to be very much how things are looking to turn out, as basically I have to end all of the vassal wars in order for this to happen, so I probably have to go up to medium here in the Crown Authority to make it happen. Yeah, it's basically what I'll have to do. It will make them hate me a little bit more, just shouldn't really matter right now, so we'll just go ahead and seek approval for medium Crown Authority, especially since my guy is getting old and would probably end up causing trouble in the end. This is my son. He could become the next heir. He has good stats. Should probably put him under someone else right now, so he perhaps gets Grey Eminence. Let's see, do we have a Grey Eminence here? Yeah, this guy. He doesn't have that many bad stats either, so we'll just go ahead. He's Norse, so shouldn't really be a problem. We'll go ahead and put him under this guy for the last of his days. I believe boosts his chance for getting Grey Eminence a little bit, but we'll simply have to see how it works out in the end. Now, it became a charismatic negotiator in the end. Not really that good stats when you think about it. She is definitely better, so we'll have to see how we'll deal with this. I don't know if I actually have someone better right now who can actually be put in charge, someone young perhaps. He isn't really that bad stat-wise, or as you can see, the stats are basically the same except for stewardship and of course learning. Still a bit poor, but as of now I'd say that he is the best guard. I actually find it quite annoying that she is still around. She's 79 years old, she has great stats and great traits as well, so it's kind of annoying that she's around, but we'll go with this guy simply because he has great stats. Which leaves me tempted to actually try and assassinate my son, simply because he's the heir to the Kingdom of Greece. As it stands now, it could probably be beneficial to just try and make sure that I can get another generation to destroy the Empire. Sorry, not the Empire, the Kingdom of Greece. But I think I should be able to do it. It all depends on how long this guy actually decides he wants to live. Should probably get another wife. Don't need the kids though, so stats are okay. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Didn't really take too long to get medium Crown Authority. They actually accepted it quite fast. As you can see, there are 3 of these are mine, so they are actually fighting this one, new ruler of Moesia, and this one, which also is nearly done, so hopefully they will not now be able to start any new wars before this, and probably when I have once the succession comes, I will probably take it back to what it was before. And while I'm at it, I should probably start to deal with these guys. They've been allowed to stand here for quite a while, and we'll just allow those guys to gain some morale before we send them to try and take down rebels. Just some extra troops, just in case. Better safe than sorry, as they say. So yeah, I have no idea when I can actually attack this guy again. I believe it's all of these guys are 76, 77. So we'll just deal with these two wars. Hopefully we'll win them quite fast. This guy actually got it. And I can actually pick his wife right now, which is kind of nice. Let's see. She actually has quite a good stats still. Let's see if there's anyone else with genius or something along those lines. Let us have a look. Doesn't really look like it. It's mostly just attractive that's down the line here. We'll actually go for her simply because stats are okay all over the line and genius. So hopefully we'll be able to create some geniuses down the line again. And I don't know if he'll leave my court now. He probably will. Yeah, he left the court. Still, you can see I can gain a lot of gold. Prestige doesn't really matter right now, so I'll go for the gold. Can I still grant him lands? Let's have a look, see. Yeah, I can grant him lands. I'll probably grant him the Duchy of Axum or something like that. Hopefully it will not deteriorate. Hopefully it will not mess up his stats by becoming landed, because usually that's what they do. I actually find it funny that this guy is called the Lion. He's probably the one who has lost the most land of all the Mushlihedins. So, yeah. It's probably strong though, which is basically why I got the nickname. Let's see, I need a new marshal to spread the military attack. There we go. And hopefully that will sort out most of the other problems as well. And these guys should probably just move in, should be enough. Don't really think they need a general, but better safe than sorry. And I'll just fight these wars and hopefully be done with them quite quickly. We currently declared two new wars. War for this county along with this one. This one is actually revolting, I believe. Yeah, it's attacking, so it's actually quite a nice chance to actually just pick off. Also, you can see that the Hassan has taken over here. So it's a new ruling family that enables me to declare war before the time. So that's not something that I really can complain about. It's actually quite nice, and if possible I hope it happens several more times. As you can see down here, we have taken these three counties. It actually cost a flank, which is kind of... It's not exactly a cheap way to win a war. It's quite expensive actually, so hopefully we will stop doing that. It's the third time I believe in a very short time. As you can see, we also won the war against Rus for Chud. I made my Dial up here, so we'll have to see what we'll do down there, but I will not create Duchy straight away. I'll give them a little bit of time. Kumania is, as you could see, probably the next target after these two wars. We'll probably declare war before these are done, I believe. Then it will be the Husamids and the Byzantines after that again, so yeah, things are pretty good. I'm also wondering if I should send some armies, and as you can see, I do not have casus bellis on these guys, so hopefully if they're still in revolt when the next war against the Husamids happens, we'll probably try and take Baghdad, which should give us a border with them, and then we'll just work our way down here, and hopefully it will give us the opportunity we need to start trying to take the Muradid, and probably sooner or later the Samanid. I believe these are the Sultan of Khiva or something, the Shah of Khiva. Yeah, the Shahdom of Khiva, and the Ilkhanate usually pops up here around, and the Golden Horde up here, so we'll have to see how we'll deal with that when the time comes, but should probably not be too much to worry about, hopefully at least. I'm always trying to say it shouldn't be too much to worry about, and I worry a lot, but that's basically because they can do a lot of damage if given the opportunity. Just finished the war for Jerusalem, the county war against the Hassan guys. Basically what I'm doing now right now is just waiting for the truce here to end. It's still quite a while again, a year or so, and this revolt will probably end by then. But we'll still go for Baghdad and try to get a line so we can actually attack Hassan center, or just go down and start war against these guys. As you can see, it's 3, 4, 5 wars against these guys, one war against this guy, a bunch of war against the other ones, but still should be quite easy to end it. In other words, or in other news, we also declared a holy war for Circle on the Cumans, and yeah, this is already turning out to be quite interesting. Should probably have those guys just march there straight away. They'll probably crash anyways, but it could get down to a really interesting battle if they attack, but should probably be a easy victory in the end. We'll have to see how it works out. We'll probably hand out another general to these guys. Well, yeah, they're actually still attacking. I'm wondering if... Okay, if those guys had been able to cut them out, we would have won this war fairly, or at least this battle will be lost. Archers aren't that good on their own, but with a little bit of support you can see they can do quite a lot of damage quite quickly, and with this I would actually go as far as to say that this war has been won. I'll send the heavy infantry. They actually maimed the Jarl, the best fighter I have. Still, martial of 22 and a base of 12. Can't really complain with that. Still, yeah, this is kind of fun. He's stuck on an island, and I don't think these guys have ships. So basically, I really don't think I have to do anything except show up. So we'll just raise some troops and prepare to rain hell on them. Basically, I'll just let them stand on land a little bit and reinforce, and while we're waiting, we can basically, there's one more war here, and then I have a continuous area. The Fatimid revolt here that just popped up is quite actually a blessing. Sorry, I'll have to re-raise these guys. There we go. I'll re-raise you later, and with that we will actually declare war on these guys as well. Let's see. It's a claim war, so yeah. We'll go for Medina, just a single county for now, because if they win they will join, and Newfound is quite big as you can see, so we'll go for Medina, and should probably not take too long. Let's see. These guys will walk down there, these guys will take position here, and these guys will just walk there. Hopefully this will allow us to siege them quickly and without too many problems. It's kind of weird that the Husamid hasn't had any problems. I believe they are still Shia, so yeah. Still at this point there are only 4 or 5 big religions: Norse, Sumenusku, Tengri, Orthodox, and Sunni Shia. As you can see, they aren't really that big. They're mostly split into heresies by now. All of Africa is almost mostly Norse. Culture-wise, it's also starting to get along the lines you can see. Lithuania is almost completely Norse by now. Still, it will take a while to beat back. I can see this guy has actually been able to beat back the Norwegian that was here. I don't know if these guys will actually be... No, they aren't of any use whatsoever to Norwegian dukes. And this guy is actually Danish in a Swedish county. So yeah, it's kind of 50-50 if they'll actually be able to turn them. As you can see, there are some Norse guys, but I'm not really counting on them turning it back. I'll probably have to take some Greeks, some Bulgarians, some Turkish, basically anything else than Swedish, Norse, and Danish, and Norman too, I believe, to turn them into them and then return them to Norse. So we'll have to see how we'll handle that in the end. We just finished the war for Sarkel without too many losses, and as you can see, Cumania is slowly being pushed back. They don't have that many troops right now. I believe they have still around 50,000. Still should be easy enough. Next war against Rus, I'm actually tempted to actually go for Perm before it starts breaking away, since it's quite a large duchy. As you can see, 7 counties I believe, or 6 counties, so just go for that straight away. Chermisa is split between them, but I'll probably go... No, I'll go south. Cut off Cumania here from the Byzantine Empire will be my main priority, then eastern north, or... Yeah. Next wars against the the Cumania will be for Azov, and then Alania, then Untill, and then Turkestan. And then I'll just go south here, and north and south just switching it up. The Byzantine next war will be for Jerusalem to just finish up down here, and it will probably happen quite soon as they actually got a new Basileus. How long ago? Okay, it's not that long ago, so I'm not completely blind, but still, we'll deal with the Fatimids, and we'll just have to be patient. As you can see, we just won the war against the Fatimids and took this county here. Unfortunately, the Arabian Empire still holds quite 3 of the baronies, which is disappointing to say the least. The Rasids, I believe I can't declare war for in another 3 years. Hussamids, however, is just a couple of months away, and once I declare war, I will declare for Baghdad, basically because hopefully... No, I'll actually go for... yeah. Since the revolt has ended, I'll probably just go for the lands up here. Try to cut them down, take this before the Byzantines do. And I also just won a war against them for Jerusalem. I don't know if they're actually attacking, so I would... yeah, I still have way too bad odds to try and just outright assassinate him. Perhaps I'll have some more luck here, let's see. Doesn't really seem like it. One guy so far that wants to join my plot. Still, 4, nope. This guy will probably join if I send him a little gift. 50, half a month's income shouldn't really bother me that much. Let's see, and then anyone else want to volunteer? 5, nope. When I'm mentioning 5 and such, I'm just trying to do the math in my head to see if I'll get enough plus and minuses to actually have them join my plot, and quite often it's a no. Let us see here. Actually, a Norwegian Norse in his court, probably part of the Varangian Guard or something. Still, shouldn't really be a problem. Perhaps I'll be lucky enough and get an assassination with those guys. Don't count on it though. As you can see, we're currently at war with the Husamid for this duchy here, Tripoli, 3 county duchy, I believe. Yep. And after that, we'll probably declare war for them on these 2. These guys are still attacking Cumania, and we'll probably be able to take Azov, which is kind of an annoying thing to do, as it's something that I wanted to take from them myself. It means that I'll probably take Crimea from them. Next war for Cumania will probably be for this, or just to make some safety measures, Untill, simply to cut them off, and I believe I'll do that. Still, I don't believe there are... yeah, we don't have that much of a plot power right now, so hopefully it'll do something stupid, or I should probably use my Spine Master now to sow some dissent in the capital. Should make him get into trouble with his vassals, and I don't know what else to do. Probably do some raiding, perhaps. I'll have to see. If I'm lucky, I can probably capture him, and if I'm not completely mistaken, it should either give us some good money, or I can't remember if you can just take concubines or if you can actually educate children you capture. If that's the case, I could for fun educate a Norse Byzantine emperor, but if he actually is capable of actually converting the country as well, or the empire, it will be painful, so we will not try to do that. A clash between one of my mixed armies of archers and defense retinue basically, and my heavy infantry retinue, might have 20k army of theirs. They outnumbered them, and basically they crushed them, and with this they decided to give up, so that's quite nice. Almost full war score as well, so can't really complain on that score. Should probably soon create some more retinues too, so I'll do that probably later. Right now I'll just go ahead, hand out counties, and try to figure out where to strike next. I believe these guys aren't too far down the line. 81, 3 years. The Fatimids will probably be destroyed as my guys are actually attacking them as we speak. These guys were 1180, so basically I believe Rus is next on the list, yeah, 1179, followed by Cumania. No, that's too bad. Still, the Byzantine won their war, which is, I don't like it. Should probably take this guy since it's actually on his own, so we'll just conquest that one. I don't get why these guys rise up everywhere for no good reason. As you can see, they should realize that they should all stick together and create one big revolt if they want a chance, but nah, perhaps it's too much to ask for the AI, but it's probably possible, more like a decadence revolt more than anything else, and so hopefully they'll implement something like that later, but I'll just go ahead and hand out the counties we want. A little bit of newsflash, Frisia just joined the Scandinavia, so that's quite nice. We now have a little bruised stripe northwest of Germany. Germany is still closing in, and so is Carpathia. 50 more years there, 10 more years for Serbia, and as you can see, most of the lands here doesn't really have that long left, and Lucia is still quite slow with only 7 years, but once that forms, I'm pretty much sure that I can't be taken or caught up with by anyone. Abyssinia, most of these things are drifting. Jerusalem probably just begun. Syria is probably what I should focus on right now. Take these three, and I don't know if that is, yeah, that's one, so probably declare war on the Byzantines for these three here next. I'll have to see what I'll do, and as I said, next holy war will probably be for Anatolia, simply because the Byzantines will be the guys that take most time, simply because they now already have a young emperor, and basically because the Hassans should probably continue fracturing and be easier to conquer than the Byzantine Empire. When it comes to Rus, we'll soon go to war with them. They don't really have that much lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wars. It's quite a lot really for the amount of land they hold, but still I believe there will be a revolt or three to help me, so we'll just patiently wait. Right now I'm still having problems with the kingdom of Greece, that is, but my vassals still keep on creating wars, so no, I can actually change now. I guess the vassals of Greece aren't at war with anyone, so we'll just, there we go, elective, and yeah, I was actually wondering whether or not I should we'll do the safe thing and just destroy it. It's the smartest thing to do, and even though these guys will hate my guts, okay, they don't hate my guts yet, but I still should be okay even doing that. But basically now I have secured the drift of Greece, and we'll probably have to do the same for Anatolia once the war is done. Still, it shouldn't be too much of a problem, and also it's not too long. It's 13 years or so, and 13-14 years, and then we'll be able to declare a great holy war for Anatolia on the Byzantines. Just finished a holy war with Rus for Ryazan, which is basically these three counties here, as I held this one to begin with, and as you can see, Rus is basically a shadow of what it once was. Cumania is also retreating, basically because of us. Still, shouldn't really take that long, so my estimate that I probably will be able to take most of the map before 1200 should be correct, I believe, especially since the king of Rus is quite old. He is 77 years old. Should probably croak soon. Same with this guy, I believe. Nope, they have a new one. Yeah, I actually remember him when I think about it. This guy was the one I was thinking about, 71 years old. I believe this guy is also old, 55, so some of the truces will be bypassed by simply having them dying. I don't know how old the Cuman guy is, 30, so yeah. Hassan and Cumania cannot bypass truces by natural deaths, but Yusamid, Rasids, and Darush should probably be possible for. We've seen that these guys are actually fighting each other, so not really worried there. Also, Mali, this is the second liberation we rolled down here, and it's a pain in the ass to deal with, so we'll have to deal with that the next time. I'll wrap this episode up here, and basically next time we will continue pushing eastwards. The Byzantine Empire is more of a... it's probably the biggest block, the biggest obstacle to be able to get done before 1200, but it should be doable. We'll simply have to see how we'll deal with that. Probably use some of our money for assassinations. I'll have to see. It's quite risky considering that it could get bad heirs, but I believe it should be okay. I don't know how big my dynasty is right now. 2,700, probably 2,000 Norsemen and 700 Swedish, Danes and Norwegians and other cultures. So about 2,000 people to pick from, basically, I believe, or at least can. So it should be okay. As you can see, the dynasty prestige is also pretty great, 22,000, with most of it, 20,000 of it coming from duchies and counties alone, and baronies are almost as much as the empires. So that's kind of interesting. King of Denmark, Jens. That is quite interesting in its own right, but as I said, I'll wrap this episode up here, so thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, anything really, you know, praise, criticism, anything you want to see, you know the drill, anything you feel like really. So I'll see you all later, bye.